continuous process improvement. Okay, the chapter objectives, the brief overview of perfection versus continuous improvement, defining and mapping a process, the learning from Horan trilogy, overview of approaches for processes improvements, choosing and integrating rights improvement strategies, understanding the types of problems, understanding the concept of the PDSA cycle and problem solving methods. Okay, so first, in this approach to a business where organization focus on consistently improving their processes and operations to achieve the highest levels of quality. And also these quality based organizations understand that while perfection itself may be unattainable, the continuous pursuit of it's what drives progress and excellence. To achieve these ongoing improvements, they emphasize several key strategies, viewing all works, whether it's productions or business related, as a process is very crucial, because this allows for a systematic approach, especially on identifying areas for enhancement. So, this process also must be effective in achieving their intended outcomes, efficient and minimizing the waste, and also adaptable to changing circumstances. So, and also this organization prioritize especially on understanding and anticipating the evolving needs of their customers. They ensures that the product and services remain relevant and valuable. That's and also they are closely monitor in process performance using the matrix like craft reduction, cycle time, and also the control charts para ma-identify nila and also to address any issues in real time. And also the mindset of this constructive dissatisfaction with current performance level is fostered. They are also encouraging the constant search for better ways to do things and promoting innovations. Okay, and this also in this part, there are several strategies, it outlines several strategies that organization use to continuously improve their processes and to achieve higher levels of quality. It also emphasizes the importance of eliminating waste and rework. The ensuring that resources are used efficiently and that errors are minimized. So the activities that don't add value to the product or services are scrutinized and removed to streamline operations. And also these are highlights the needs to eliminate the non-conformities and any deviations from the expected standards. So in all phases of work, even if the improvements are small, as incremental changes can lead to significant over gains, and also the benchmarking or the comparing one's performance against industry leaders, it's encouraged to identify opportunities for improvements and gain a competitive edge. And also these innovations it is seen as a key drivers, especially for achieving the breakthroughs and creating significant advancement. So, and learning from past experience and incorporating those lessons in future activities, isa rin to na maka helps to prevent recurring issues and foster ongoing growth. And also the use of the technical tools such as statistical process control, the experimental design, the benchmarking, and the quality function deployment is recommended to provide data driven insights and also to support effective decision making in the pursuits of quality and efficiency. Okay, and also in this slide this discusses the two main components, the continuous process improvement and the definitions of process within an organization. So the continuous process improvement, this is a strategy designed to make the best use of organizations resources in order to create a culture that is focused on quality. So, in this environment, everyone is encouraged to think about, act on, and promote quality. The organizations aims to connect quality with how work is done by teaching its member to constantly analyze and improve their own work, no, the process they use and their work teams, no. And also this process, which is defined or refers, no, the business and production activities of the organization. So this process includes activities, no, such as purchasing, engineering, accounting, and marketing. So these pinpoints are the areas, no, where things don't conform to standard. The non-conformance can be seen as opportunities for significant improvements within this business processes. Okay, and also this part, no, this explain how processes work by describing their inputs, outputs, and the factor that influence them. Okay, a process takes various inputs, no, such as materials, money, informations, and data, and transform them into outputs, which is in the outputs can include information, data, products, or services, no. Importantly, the output of one process can often serve as the input for another in creating a chain of interconnectedness activities, no. Okay, so these outputs are typically measured to assess performance and assigned, no, to achieve specific desirable outcomes like customer satisfaction, okay, to ensure continuous improvement, no. And also feedback is gathered in use to refine the process. Okay, the process itself is a complex interactions of people, materials, no, equipment, methods, measurements, techniques, and the surrounding environment. So all working together to produce a product, service, or another processes input. So all of processes must also operate within certain conditions, no, which is adhering to policies, no, constraints, and also regulations that govern their operations. Okay, in these slides also, no, there are 5 basic ways to improve, no, reduce resources, reduce error, meet or exceed expectations of downstream customers, make the process safer, and make the process more satisfying to the person doing it. Okay, so elaborate more, no. These are the 5 key ways especially to improve process within organization. So first is it highlights that a process is wasteful, no, if it uses more resources than necessary, such as distributing reports to more people than needed, which leads to wasted time, no, materials, and file space, no. And second is error in process. It often indicates, no, poor workmanship and requires rework, as exemplified by typing errors that necessitate reprinting documents. And the third is a process is improved when it meets or exceeds the expectation of downstream customers, no, indicating that the process is effectively delivering what is needed. And the fourth is making process safer is another way to improve it, no, as a safer workplace lead to greater productivity due to fewer accidents and reduce workers compensation claim. And lastly, increasing the satisfactions of individual performing the process can also lead to improvements, no, as even small changes like ergonomically correct chair, no, can positively impact on employees' attitude and overall work performance. Okay, next is the Horan trilogy, no, the misinterpretations of variations of the original Horan trilogy, a quality management concept which is developed by Joseph M. Horan. Okay, the in this slides, no, the Dr. Joseph Horan's approach to process improvements, he emphasized the planning is a very important elements. In the Horan's method consists of 3 key components: the planning, control, and improvements, collectively known as the Horan trilogy. Okay, take note that this trilogy is loosely based on financial processes, no, like budgeting, which is that represent the planning aspect, while goal and resources allocations are determined, and also expense measurement embodies control, no, involving the monitoring and assessment of costs to ensure they aligned with the budget, and cost reduction, which is signifies improvement, which is focusing on strategies and action to minimize expenses and enhance efficiency. Okay, so next in this slides, no, it breaks down, no, the two components of process management, the planning and control. Okay, in the planning, start with understanding the needs of external customer, which marketing helps to define once quality goals have been established, no. The internal customers, which is such as different departments or teams within the organization, are identified by managers and organizational personnel. Control, on the other hand, is used to operating process, no, to ensure that products, processes, and services meet the requirement standards. So this involves a feedback loop with the following steps, no. First is the determine the items or subject to be controlled and defining how they will be measured. And number 2 is setting goals for these controls and identifying the necessary tools or sensor, especially to measuring the product, processes, or services. Ang third is measuring the actual performance. Ang fourth, comparing the actual performance against the set goals. And lastly, taking action based on any discrepancies or differences identified. Okay, so next is the improvements components, no, the third trilogy of Horan, okay, which is ang improvement, which yung layunin nito is to evaluate, no, the performance to significantly higher levels than the current state, because this processes with begins, no, with establishing a solid foundation such as quality council, no, to oversee and drive improvements efforts, and structured problem solving methods, no, as described in the later section, no, as a subsequent part of this presentation also can be used to improve the process itself, no. The quality council, which is it acts the driving force behind ensuring that improvements is continuous and never ending. And the process improvement can take two forms, no, the incremental, which are where small changes are made over time, or breakthrough, where significant, no, transformative changes are implemented. And the diagram also illustrates the cause of poor quality over time, showing how quality planning and control can reduce cost and improve overall quality. Okay, so in this slide also introduces four primary component strategies, which is repair, refinement, innovations, and reinvention. It emphasizes that choosing the right strategy for the specific situation is crucial. No, in integrating these strategies effectively will lead to continuous improvement. And also this slides elaborates on the first two strategies, repair, which is if we're talking about repair, this is the straightforward approach, no, kung saan anything broken must be fixed to restore it or to its design functionality, you know, with the two levels of application. While sa refinement naman, it involves continually improving a process, product, or services that is not necessarily broken but can be made more efficient and effective through incremental improvements. Okay, so another thing is by describing, no, the remaining two improvement strategy, the renovations, it leads to major breakthrough improvements where the end result might appear different from the original, but the core essence remain the same, no, because innovation and technological advancements are the key factors in this approach. Ang reinvention is the most demanding improvement strategies, no, often driven as belief that current approach will never satisfy customers' requirements. It can also be used to maintain organizational vitality or competitive advantage. That's why the organization should use the strategy springly, no, at is often faces resistance to change in any new product, services, processes, or activity will likely need to refine through repair, refinement, and renovation to remove any bugs. Okay? So now let's proceed to the types of problem. Okay, so this categorize problems into 5 types, no, the compliance and structures, efficiency, process design, and product design. Okay, so the first 3, compliance and structures and efficiency, are classified as performance problem, indicating that an existing system is not performing as expected. And the last 2, process design and product design, are design problem which require a new or improved design. Okay, so this slides also defines compliance problems, no, as issues that arise when structured system with standardized inputs, processes, and outputs is not performing acceptably from the user's perspective. So these problems are identified, no, by comparing the system performance against the established standard or throughout feedback from internal or external customers. Okay, so this unstructured, no, this is the 2 additional types of problem, the unstructured and efficiency problems. So, the unstructured problems are similar to compliance problem, but they lack specific standards for evaluations, which may be due to immaturity of the system or need for the flexibility in its operations. Whilst the efficiency problems, on the other hand, arises when system performance is deemed unacceptable from the perspectives of its owners or operations. No, even if the end user is satisfied, it could be because the process is too costly or the working conditions are unacceptable. Okay, so next is the discuss the remaining 2 types of problems, no, the process design and the product design. Okay, and the process design problem encompass the creations of new processes and the modification of existing ones. So, as many businesses and production processes may be poorly designed or outdated due to technological advancement. That is process design problem. While the product design problem, this involves the development of new products and the enhancement of existing one with a primary focus on preventing issues for both the processes and the end user by addressing the customer's needs. No, the design work also is often initiated as response to poor product performance, with problem solving naturally occurring within the competitive market environment. Okay, so in this slide, no, it represents the PDCE cycle, or a 4-step in the iterative approach for processes improvement. The plan, do, study, act. Okay, first you must carefully plan what needs to be done. Next, do or carry out the plan. Third, study the result to determine if the plan worked as intended or if the result differed. Act on the result by identifying what worked as planned and what didn't, using this information to refine the plan for the next cycle. So that is the plan, do, study, act, or the PDSA cycle. Okay, next is the problem solving methods, using a cycle, no, that builds upon the plan, do, study, act cycle for continuous process improvement. So the process consists of 7 phases, no. First is the identify the opportunity. This recognize and define the problems or area for improvement. Second, analyze the process. Examine the current process to understand its strengths and weaknesses. Third, develop the optimal solution or create optimal potential solution to address the identified problems. 4, implement. Put the chosen solution into action. And 5th, study the results. Evaluate the effectiveness of the implemented solution. And number 6 is standardize the solutions. Make the solution a standard practices to ensure consistency. And lastly, plan for the futures. Look for ways to further improve the process and prevent similar problems from occurring. So, this cycle is iterative, which each phases informing the next, allowing for continuous refinement and improvement. This is the problem solving methods. Okay, so on the first two phases of the problem solving methods, we need to elaborate this one. The first phase is the identified opportunity. So this is focused on the identifying and prioritizing rather the opportunities for improvement, kung saan involves doon ang tatlong steps, the identifying the problem or forming a team if one doesn't already exist, and redefining the scope of the project. So, ang phase na ito also requires a comprehensive charter for the team, which is specify the authority, which is who authorized the team to work on the problem, and the objectives in the scope, which is what are the expected outcomes in specific areas to be improved. And composition, which is who are the team members, and who are the process and sub-process owners. Number 4 is the directions and control. What are the guidelines for the internal operations of the team? And number 5 is the general. What methods will be used, and what resources are available, and what are the specific milestones. So, okay, so that's are the phases, or the comprehensive charter for the teams. Okay, so number 2 is analyze the current process, which is aim to understand the process and how it is currently performed. The key activities includes defining process boundaries, outputs, customers, inputs, and suppliers, as well as process flow, determining the levels of customer satisfaction and measurements needed, gathering data, and identifying the root cause of the problem. Okay, in the next slides, this describe the two phases of problem solving, which is ang develop the optimal solution, which is this focus on establishing the potential and feasible solution and recommending the best solution to improve the process. So, once all the information is available, the project team begins its search for possible solution, more than one solution, which is frequently required to remedy a solution. And sometimes the solution are quite evident from cursory analysis of the data. And yung phase number 4, which is implement changes, this involves implementing the best solution that has been selected, because this phase has the objectives of preparing the implementation plan, obtaining approvals, and implementing the process improvements. Okay, and lastly, this table, the combinations map of dimension for process control. So this table outlines different aspects of process control, including what inspected, the item being inspected, such as process variable or the continuous or sample, the product sample or 100% of the product, and types of data, the types of data collected, either variable or attribute data, and timing when the inspection is performed, such as during the run, online or offline, or after the lot is complete, by whom, who performs the inspection, such as device, processes, operations, or inspector. Types of record, the types of record used document during the inspection, such as electronic control chart, paper control chart, electronic trend chart, paper trend chart, electronic list, or paperless. And also action taken based on the inspection results, such as process improvement, process adjustment, tested or sample repaired or discarded. By whom? No, who takes the action, such as automated equipment, an operator on any or an inspector or the mechanic. Okay, so this table also provide a structured approach to process control by defining the key dimension and their combination. Okay, so next is the phases of the problem solving methods, the 5, no, study the result, which is this is the objectives of monitoring and evaluating the change by tracking and studying the effectiveness of the improvements effort through the data collections and review process. Wala ang sa phase number 6, this is the standardize the solution, no, involves the institutionalizing, no, the change once the team is satisfied with it. No, this is achieved through positive control of the process, no, the process certifications and operators certification, or the positive control, no. They assure that what, who, how, where, and when of the important variable are kept under control. That's why standardizing the solution prevents backsliding and it's updating of the monitoring activities. Okay, so this is the process control, no, or the positive control, so that called positrol of a wave soldering process. Okay, which outline the positive control measures for a wave soldering process. No, it specify what, no, the variable being controlled, no, such as an 880 flux, belt speed, and preheat temperature. Or species, there is the specifications for each variable, no, including sa iyang target value and sa iyang tolerance. And who, which is the person or system mga responsible for monitoring sa variable, no, such as lab technician, process technician, or the automatic system. And how, the method used to measure or control the variable, no, such as SP, gravity meter, counter, or thermocouple. And then where, the location, no, where the measurement or control is performed, no, such as the lab, board feed, or the chamber entrance. Or when, which is the frequency of monitoring or control, such as daily, each hour, change, or continuous. So in short, this table provides a clear and structured approach, no, to ensuring that key process variable are controlled within specified limits para ma-maintain ang kanyang consistent and quality. Okay, so number 7, this is the final phase, no, of the problem solving methods, ang plan for the future, which aims to achieve improved levels of process performance regardless of how successful initial improvements effort are and the improvement process continues. So the slides also, no, the table 5 to 3 checklist for the process certifications, which is includes key elements, no, para sa process certifications across 3 categories. So natay quality system, authority to shut down lines, no, preventive maintenance, visible audible alarm signals, foolproof inspection, never, and self inspection. While sa environment naman, which is ang water, ang air purity, ang dust and chemicals control, ang temperatures or humidity control, electrostatic discharge, storage or inventory control. While sa supervision, natay coach not boss, no, clear instruction, calm task, encourage suggestion, feedback of results. So kanin siya nga checklist, no, provide a structured approach to ensure that all critical aspects of the process are considered for continuous improvement and certification. Okay, so that's all for the continuous improvement processes.